Hey guys, so today we're going to look at the Unit 7 Day 1 worksheet, and we're going to flip over to the back. So this tells us on number 8, a ball bounces across the schoolyard. It hits the ground at 0, 0, and bounces up and lands at 1, 0, and bounces again. The graph shows only one bounce. So part A, we see that the question is the graph pictured a function? How do you know? So we can check. To be able to see if a graph's a function, we can use the vertical line test. So when we use the vertical line test, we can just draw as many vertical lines on the graph. And we can see, no matter where we put the vertical line, we are only hitting one point. On the graph. So because we're only hitting one point for every x value, we know the graph is a function. So we can write yes, vertical line test hits exactly 1 point. Part B tells us to name the range of the function. So the range is the range of the y values. So for this graph, we could see that the y values go from 0 up to 4, because we have a y of 4 and a point at 0. So to rename the range, we can write 0 is less than y is less than 4, because our lowest value is 0 and our highest value is 4. Part C asks us, why are negative numbers not included on the y-axis of this graph? Well, this graph is representing a ball bouncing on a schoolyard. So we know that the lowest a ball can bounce is right on the ground of the schoolyard. But the ground of the schoolyard cannot go below 0 because it's in feet. So what we can write as the answer, there's no negative numbers because the height will never go below 0. So height is never below 0 on the ground. Now we can look at part D, and this tells us to identify the height of the ball at the following values. When t is 0, 0.25, 0.45, and 0.75, and 1. So to do that, we can use the graph to help us. So the first one, when t equals 0, the height of the ball is blank feet above the ground. So looking at when t is 0, our point is right on 0, 0, so our answer is going to be 0 feet above the ground. When t is 0.25, we can find where our y is, which is right here on the graph, which is at y equals 3. So our answer for this will be 3 feet above the ground. When t equals 0.5, we can look where our point is, which is right here, and that's when y is 4. So it's 4 feet above the ground. When t is 0.75, our point is right here, which is at y equals 3. So the answer is 3 feet above the ground. And when t equals 1, our point is right here, which is at y equals 0. So we have 0 feet above the ground.